Barbara Minto, The Pyramid Principle, Logical Writing, Thinking, and Problem Solving. Get ready to delve into The Pyramid Principle by Barbara Minto, a powerful tool to enhance your logical writing, thinking, and problem-solving skills. This book summary provides a comprehensive understanding of the principle, teaching you to build your ideas through hierarchical grouping and summarizing while adhering to the basic rules. You'll learn how deduction and induction can help justify your statements, and discover an effective problem-solving process using logic trees. Additionally, you'll learn how to structure recommendations convincingly, craft absorbing introductions, and utilize headings to guide your reader through the pyramid structure. These insights will transform the way you communicate and present your ideas.
Building a pyramid of ideas. When summarizing large amounts of information, it's important to follow a bottom-up approach using a pyramid structure. First, list and cluster similar ideas together in groups. Then, summarize each group with a single statement, creating a hierarchy that condenses the information. Eventually, you will have a single summary statement that captures the key message of the document. However, it's important to follow two basic rules. Each summary statement must accurately reflect the ideas below it, and ideas in a group must be logically similar and share the same level of abstraction. By constructing a pyramid of ideas, you can simplify complex information and make it more accessible to a wider audience. Mastering deductive reasoning. Discover how to create compelling recommendations using deductive reasoning to simplify complex information. Deductive reasoning is a logical process of drawing conclusions from given premises. The approach is simple yet effective in revealing insights with minimum information. Using deductive reasoning in creating recommendations, writers can easily flip the order of their deduction, leading with their conclusion and delivering the most exciting part first. To make your argument compelling, your pyramid structure should raise questions in the mind of your reader on each level so that you can answer them below. However, if you are trying to justify the main finding of a complex document, the deduction approach may not be the best approach. The initial premise will likely have several levels of justifications below it, which your readers must work through before arriving at the second premise, thereby making it hard to follow. This approach works best for simple arguments with justifications that follow each other effectively. In summary, using the deductive reasoning approach to justify recommendations can result in a logical and smooth flow of ideas. Through deduction, the conclusions derived from chains of premises help digest complex information into simplified, easy-to-understand pieces. The art of using induction in reasoning. The use of induction in reasoning is drawn from a set of ideas that are similar. Supposing the logical order in supporting points is not as clear as with deduction, hence, when using Mies logic to order supporting points for parts of a whole, ensure they are mutually exclusive and collectively exhaustive. Correspondingly, when grouping items with a shared attribute, order them based on how potent that attribute is in each item. Conclusively, when classifying items on recommended actions, order the points chronologically as it concerns the actions to take first. Problem-solving techniques for business writing. Business writing is a skill that requires the ability to offer recommendations on how to address various problems in companies. To achieve this, it's crucial to apply a straightforward problem-solving process by identifying the problem, determining its scope, and investigating its root cause. By asking the right questions, the right course of action can be ascertained, and possible solutions can be suggested. One visual aid that can help is a logic tree, which simplifies relationships branching out from left to right, with the tree trunk representing the problem and its branches illustrating different components that feed into it. Logic trees are useful in simplifying complex financial structures like profit trees and identifying subfactors that may cause problems. With problem-solving techniques, it's possible to offer clear and effective recommendations in business writing. Recommendations that get results. When giving recommendations, focus on the desired effect and group actions around it. This helps judge whether or not the recommendation is successful. A poorly structured recommendation can lead to confusion, as actions are not grouped around their desired impact. Instead, the desired effects should be detailed enough to evaluate if they have been achieved. For instance, if the reader wants to increase profits, it is essential to structure recommendations clearly. An effective way to structure this recommendation is to increase sales by 5% in the next quarter or cut production costs by 2%. By examining customer satisfaction and increasing sales training, you are grouping actions around the effect of increasing sales. Similarly, examining factory efficiency and increasing staff training can help achieve the desired effect of cutting production costs. By following this structure, you can craft convincing, actionable recommendations that get results. Crafting a captivating introduction. Every document should open with a story-like introduction to captivate and maintain the reader's interest and provide a problem to solve. Stating the situation, followed by a complication, you aim to prompt questions in the reader's mind. Hence, the introduction should present the primary point and the vital supporting points within the first 30 seconds of reading. In this sort of introduction, the situation is the current state of affairs that the reader easily understands, while the complication is a problem that arises, making the reader discouraged. The complication prompts a question and the answer to this case study is the subject of the document. The introduction presents the key points to be conveyed to the reader briefly. A good introduction establishes the document's problem and solution by presenting a clear and concise summary that helps readers concentrate. It is more likely that the reader will read the rest of the document if the introduction is captivating. Pyramid hierarchy structuring. Learn how to use headings and formatting to represent pyramid hierarchy in your text. Structuring written content can be daunting, especially when it involves complex ideas. The pyramid hierarchy is a popular method of organizing content and more so, to present it in a structured way on paper. To guide readers through your ideas, you need to show the structure of the pyramid on paper efficiently. Using headings to indicate different levels and groups of ideas is a great way to show the various levels of the pyramid. Leading with increasingly indented headings indicates that you are approaching the lower levels of the pyramid. Notably, the use of decimal numbers, for instance, 1, 1.1, 1.1.1 further emphasizes the structure. Underlining main points and supporting points in the text is also an alternative when the use of headings seems too rigid and formal. Keeping headings short, by only expressing the essence of the following idea, is advised because readers tend to skim headings. Besides that, the use of simple indents may be appropriate to portray a clear structure of a simple message like an email. Understanding how to use headings and formatting to show the pyramid structure in text can be helpful to communicate clear and organized ideas. Transitioning in pyramid structures. In even the most logically thought-out pyramid structure is of little use unless the reader can keep up with it. The importance of transitioning between sections and subsections of a pyramid structure is discussed. It's essential to help the reader follow along and not get lost, which can be achieved by referencing backward at the beginning of a new section and using clear transitions between groups of arguments. If a chapter is long, a brief summary of its main points at the end can refocus the reader's attention. Additionally, including a simple next steps section at the end can bring the reader's mind back to actionable items. By implementing these techniques, the reader can stay engaged and follow the intended flow of information within the pyramid structure.
By the end of this book's summary, you will not only have mastered the pyramid principle but developed a stronger foundation in logical writing, thinking, and problem solving. This mastery allows you to create clear and concise arguments, effectively communicate ideas, and present recommendations in a persuasive manner. The use of logic trees, deductive and inductive reasoning, and effective structuring will streamline your writing and improve your communication skills. Implementing these strategies not only ensures a stronger connection with your audience but also enhances the overall quality of your work in various aspects of life.